Hey guys, it's Zane with Go Skate. Welcome to my YouTube channel, or hey, welcome back. Come on, let's go skate. Today, I'm gonna teach you 3 tips for skate confidence. This is gonna help you be comfortable at the skate park or learn new tricks. Tip number 1, perfect your pedal. For a lot of beginner skateboarders, you might be inclined to want to take your front foot off the board and pedal. This is what's known as a Mongo push and should be avoided, as it is a clear sign of a beginner skater who's still trying to find their balance. Another thing you want to avoid is placing all your weight on your pedaling foot. This is also a sign that a beginner skater has not yet acquired the balance necessary. So, let's begin with placing your front hand on your knee and doing some small pedals. The idea here is being comfortable with balancing on your front foot only, as this is what's going to be necessary to generate the correct momentum. We have to start small, but don't worry, with some practice you'll get it. Keep your balance maintained on your front foot while gently pedaling with your toe with your back foot. Your front hand is meant to help you rely on your front foot and not waver to your pedaling foot, as that is improper form. Once you keep doing smaller pedals, you can start to raise your pedaling knee. Eventually, you'll have to raise your knee quite high in order to generate the proper momentum to get enough speed to ollie downstairs, board slide rails, or skate around with your friends. The next tip is to master the pop-up. Yeah, you've seen it and probably been pretty envious of some seasoned skaters who've mastered this pop-up. Boom, right to the hand. This is a clear sign that someone's a skateboarder and been skateboarding. But it's not always clear on how to start to learn how to do this pop-up. It all begins with practicing popping the board with your back foot using your toes. Boom. See that one? That's a little silly, but it can be a lot of fun and it can be quite satisfying once you learn it. Figure out which hand you want to feel more comfortable popping with. For me, I like to pop with my right foot. See how I notice I'm just popping the tail just to get the board up? Hey, this might look kind of silly, but eventually you want to pop it up to your hand. A lot of skaters, they might have the tendency to lean forward, but you don't want to do that. You want to keep your posture straight and pop the board up to your hand and let your legs do all the work. Sure, at first, you might feel more comfortable just popping the board on the tail and reaching down for it. If you can do this consistently, it's a great way to sort of start things off. But remember, we want to eventually pop the board so that we don't have to lean forward. Hey, skateboarding is about style, and if you master this and you're at the skate park, popping your board up without having to fiddle it around shows that you've put in some time and effort. Hey, don't forget, you can spin it around in your hand like I did. It's pretty fun, it's kind of cool, and a lot of pro skaters do it. Our last major tip is learning how to heel stop. This can seem like rocket science at first to the beginner skater, but once you learn how to do it, it'll actually help your skating in so many ways. In order to learn how to heel stop, we have to understand that it's just your heel and not your tail that slides on the ground. This means you have to put your toes on your tail, but then have enough room for your heel to hit the cement. This will be the hardest part for you, but I promise if you keep trying and don't mind wearing your shoes down a little bit, you'll learn. While most of us will learn first to drag our foot, eventually we're going to want to learn how to stop quickly on a dime. Doing this is really about being conscious of our toes and our heel. Practice first by just popping your tail back to your heel, but leaving enough space underneath your board so that it doesn't touch the ground. Remember, no tail scrapes. What we've unlocked by learning these 3 steps is essentially how to stop, how to pop your board, and how to pedal correctly. This is the foundation of transportational skateboarding, which will allow you the confidence to skate consistently and start to not only learn, but master what it means to be a skater. Yeah, you'll be able to stop cool, hey, you'll be able to pop the board up cool, and you'll be able to pedal off into the sunset. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed those 3 tips on skate confidence. Now grab a buddy and go skate.